You can add a donation in Keela from a contact's profile or from fundraising. I'm going to do it in fundraising today. Just click on transactions, click on this create new button and select donation here. To begin, choose the contact who made this donation. They'll need to be already a contact, so make sure you add them first because Keela needs something to search for, right? So let's add Daffy Duck. Gift type, this changes depending on where you come from, but it's usually some version of money, in kind, and securities. Enter the gross amount of the donation in this amount of cash contribution. This should be before any fees have been taken out, as you need the full amount of the donation to appear on the donation receipt, and that's what we track in Keela for your reporting. Payment methods are pretty specific in Keela as we use them for our reporting. So we want to sort of keep them as specific and short as possible so that your reporting calculations will be more general and you will have more uses. If you don't see the specific option that you're after listed here, you can put other and there's another place for you to add any label that you like. So you can add that information later on. But for the moment, this was a cash contribution, so I'm going to keep it as cash. Make sure that the date received is the date that the donation was received because that information is going to display on the receipt. And there are a couple of tick options that I've just skipped over. So keep in mind that if you ever receive donations from a different currency, you can tick this and pop in the original amount and the original currency, just so you've got that information stored. And down the bottom, you could also let us know if the donor received a material benefit. So if they received kind of goods or services in return, you can enter that amount here and that will change the eligible amount that appears on their donation receipt as well. But this was pretty straightforward $100 donation. Let's head next. On the Associations tab, this one here, you'll have the option to connect this donation to other elements in Keela. Each element is reportable, so you can use this to filter out lists of donations or narrow down reports later on. Pledge allows you to connect this payment to a pledge that you've logged on a contact's profile so that you're letting Keela know, hey, this person is making payments towards that pledge. We cover campaign and impact area in great detail in step 4 of the Getting Started guide called Customize Your Account. These are labels that you can apply to donations to help track specific cause areas in your organization or events that you hold or fundraising events. So really, really handy to check these out. Check out step 4 for more information on that. Soft credit allows you to connect the donation to another contact's profile who was sort of responsible for this donation. So it's kind of a way to acknowledge that maybe Scooby-Doo helped me get this really big cash donation and I want to make sure that Scooby-Doo gets that credit. Source is a field that lets you specify where the funds came from. So I've seen a million different sources added on everyone's account. No organization seems to use this label the same. So it's a really flexible one. But this is where you can put your specific payment methods that might not have been available in the first donation information tab previously. So we've got things like if it came from a community project or employee matching program is another one that we have there, just as examples. And then if all else fails, there's keywords. So you can use keywords to track anything else that you like. It's sort of like a tag that you can apply to a donation. So if you want, you can put check cashed or deposited. You can type anything in here. Literally anything, and then you can add it as a keyword there or remove it. Dedication allows you to put a note if this was dedicated to someone, and then there's the notes field at the bottom that lets you put anything else that you're not specifically wanting to report on later on. You'd just like a record of it. So if you're adding something here and you want to be able to search for it or filter your donations by it, then I recommend adding it up here instead. This is more just for notes that people can check. Once you've done adding all your labels, click Save, and there you have it. If you have a bunch of donations that you'd like to enter into your account, I recommend checking out our Importing Your Data resources to learn how you can do that all in bulk at one time. I think it might be easier if you've got a few, it'll save you some time.